So, hey guys, I just got done watching the 87th Academy Awards on the ABC channel. Um, I guess the best way to describe my immediate thoughts on this year's 87th Academy Award winners is I feel good, but I'm not completely happy. I guess that's the best way to quote how I feel. As far as the show went, Neil Patrick Harris was a pretty good host, but I felt like there was a lot of things about this year's show that felt kind of sloppy, and sometimes there was parts that felt kind of unnecessary. I really didn't need the whole Sound of Music thing with Lady Gaga. There was a lot of little show things they did in between the winners and everything like that they really didn't need. 'Cause keep in mind, this show went for I would say a good 45 minutes longer than it was supposed to. So right there, you know that there was a good 45 minutes or so of stuff that they really didn't need, but for some odd reason, someone over at ABC really thought that they needed that material there. But this video, more than anything, is basically going to be my thoughts on the overall winners of what actually did win and how do I feel about the Film Academy's choice with these winners with this year's Academy Awards. I've done this the past couple of years, so if you've any of those out there who have seen me do a video like this before in previous years of the Academy Awards, you're basically going to get the same thing again. So here's a quick rundown of, because I have a page of all the winners next to me here of what actually did win in the Academy Awards. So I'll be pretty quick here since I know there's a lot of winners this year. So for Best Picture, Birdman did win. For this category, I really thought Boyhood should have won this. Boyhood took 12 years to make. It was a more well crafted film, in my opinion, better performances overall. That film really captured life better, and I felt like more so than Birdman. It was just a more. I know a lot of people claimed it for being too slow, but really, what that film is it shows kind of the flaw of humanity and the the good things about humanity and how we all have our ups and downs in life. And for me, Birdman was just kind of a weird exercise, and this actor that went rock bottom and now trying to get back up again. And I liked Birdman a lot. I'm not mad that it won, but I really feel like not Selma, that Boyhood should have won the Best Picture. Why I was looking at Selma here on the list. That's why I said Selma. But yeah, I really felt like Boyhood should have won this award. It really was the best picture of the nominations they had for that category. So I'll try to keep things shorter. I know Best Picture is probably the more notable category they have for the Academy Awards. So for Best Actor in a Leading Role, I'm actually happy with their choice. They went with Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything. I really thought they were going to go with Michael Keaton for Birdman, since Birdman won a lot of awards this year. Um, yeah, Eddie Redmayne really made The Theory of Everything as good as it was. Just a really convincing performance. Really glad he won. In fact, I even went like this when he won on the TV. So I was pretty happy with that. Um, Bradley Cooper did a great job. Steve Carell did a great job in Foxcatcher, and good choices they had. But Eddie, if I can even say his name right, Eddie Redmayne really deserved the Best Actor in a Leading Role award. He really did a great job as Stephen Hawking. For Best Actress, this is one I was probably the most disappointed with, just because there were so many good choices they had. And they ended up going with not only the film that looked the least interesting of the bunch for this category, but I like because they ended up going with Julianne Moore for Still Alice. I really wanted Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl to win this. I really went into tonight's ceremony really hoping that Rosamund Pike finally was going to get some Oscar recognition that she's deserved for several years, actually. I really liked her in Die Another Day, and I really liked her in Doom. And I was really hoping to see an Oscar win from her tonight for Gone Girl. And speaking of Rosamund Pike, a lot of people really like The World's End that she's in as well. I was really hoping she was going to win, but unfortunately, Julianne Moore from Still Alice won the award instead. Didn't see Still Alice, but from what I know about it, it just doesn't sound like a great movie. It definitely sounds like pretentious Oscar bait to me. I think Julianne Moore is a great actress. I loved her in Don John and Lost World, Jurassic Park. She's been in a ton of great stuff. Big Lebowski's a classic, but um, yeah, I really didn't want her to win. So I wasn't too happy with actress in a leading role. Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl really deserved this award. But I love Marion Cotillard. As far as good actresses go, Marion Cotillard is one of my favorite actresses. But I didn't see 2 days in one night, so I really have no idea how good her performance in that movie was. But as far as good actresses go, I love Marion Cotillard. She's one of my favorite actresses. Actor in a supporting role, J.K. Simmons for Whiplash was understandable. I didn't see Whiplash yet, but I've heard terrific things about it, so it's not too shocking that J.K. Simmons won the award for this. Would have gone maybe Mark Ruffalo for Foxcatcher. I wasn't too disappointed that he lost. But if it were me, I know as far as films that I actually saw that are on this list here, that probably would have been my choice. But like I said, didn't see Whiplash yet, so I'll probably walk away from that movie saying, J.K. Simmons really deserved that award because it sounds like he really did a terrific job in the movie. Actress in a supporting role. I was actually really happy with this. Actually, I was kind of shocked because the Film Academy loves Meryl Streep, so I was really worried they were going to go with her for Into the Woods. And I know a lot of people were talking about Emma Stone potentially winning the award. But I'm actually happy that they went with Patricia Arquette for Boyhood. Great performance. Definitely got this sense that she was this really desperate mother having a hard time raising her kids. And she gave a really good speech too. I know she kind of incorporated her view on women's rights in her speech, and um, just really great performance from Patricia Arquette. I love that the Film Academy recognized her performance for Boyhood. Really good performance, I thought. So huge thumbs up. Thank you, Film Academy, for recognizing Patricia Arquette for actress in a supporting role. Animated feature film, best animated feature film. This category I just wasn't happy with at all. I wasn't happy with the nominations. I wasn't happy with what won. I really thought the Lego Movie really deserved a nomination. A lot of people, including myself, really expected a nomination for that movie, and unfortunately, the Film Academy just, for one reason or another, whether it was a kids' movie or just not their cup of tea, they didn't nominate it. I liked Big Hero 6, good movie, but really best animated feature, I don't think so. So I don't know what they were thinking there. Really would have liked to seen the Lego Movie get nominated and win, but Big Hero 6 won the award instead. So good movie, just not what I would have chosen for best animated feature. For cinematography, I'm not too, heavy on this one, but at the same time, cinematographies are very important for film. Out of the ones that were nominated, probably, Birdman winning's not too bad of a choice. I think Interstellar, if it got nominated, I would have gone with that, but they didn't even nominate Interstellar for this category. Yeah, Birdman had good cinematography. Is it the best cinematography of 2014? Probably not if I really were to get picky with it. Once again, I think Interstellar, for me personally, had better cinematography, so no idea why the Film Academy even nominated it. Should have gotten a nomination. Birdman for cinematography, though, pretty happy, but not, disappointed. Costume design, I really like the costume design of Maleficent. I'm kind of shocked they didn't go with that one. They did end up going with Grand Budapest Hotel, which is understandable. For that film in particular, I can see why they went with best costume design for that one. But at the same time, though, Grand Budapest Hotel just wasn't the great choice. So once again, that's kind of the running theme with this year is it's not so much the choices they had were bad. It's just like, really, that's the best you thought was of the year for that one? Really? It's just kind of it's just one of those things. It's like, really, I thought this was about the best films of the year, and some of these categories are not the best movies of the year. So I don't know why they did what they did for some of this stuff. So for best directing, it wasn't too much of a shock that Birdman won because it won Best Picture. So as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, it's probably going to win now. Um, Once again, should have gone to Richard Linklater for Boyhood. I really think Boyhood should have got more recognition than it did. Got a few wins, I would say. I know Patricia Arquette was probably the more notable of the Boyhood wins, but really would have liked to see Richard Linklater win for Best Directing because I really thought he did a terrific job directing that movie, and the fact that he had to do it over 12 years was just Best documentary feature. I was mad about this one because they didn't even nominate this movie. In fact, I have a copy of it right here. They didn't even nominate Life itself, which is pretty disappointing if you ask me. I thought this was the best documentary of 2014, hands down. I haven't seen all of them, but I know for a fact that this is the best 2014 documentary, and they didn't even nominate this. They did not nominate the Roger Ebert documentary, and I'm really mad about that. So Citizen 4 winning, don't care, don't want to see it. Not happy that it won. Documentary short subject, didn't see any of those, so I don't really care. But I guess this Crisis Hotline Veterans Press 1 movie won, so I don't really care. Didn't even see it. For film editing, Whiplash won. Once again, didn't see Whiplash, so I really couldn't say anything more. Best foreign language film, don't care. I didn't see any of those movies, so I guess Ida won, however you pronounce that. Don't really care about that category. For makeup and hairstyling, I'm kind of shocked Guardians of the Galaxy didn't win. Really loved the hairstyling and the makeup, though. Because keep in mind, this took several hours to apply some of the makeup on some of these characters in that movie. Really thought Guardians of the Galaxy was going to win it, but Grand Budapest Hotel once again won it. Best original score, Grand Budapest Hotel won again, which is shocking because Interstellar I thought had a terrific score by Hans Zimmer. But then again, I'm a huge Hans Zimmer fan, so. But Grand Budapest Hotel won, so another Grand Budapest Hotel win that I'm not too happy about. For Best Original Song, Glory from Selma won. I think Everything is Awesome from the Lego Movie should have won. Further proof that the Film Academy had something against the Lego Movie for one reason or another that I don't really understand. Production Design, Grand Budapest Hotel won again. I think Interstellar should have won for this one. They actually nominated it for that category, so I really wanted Interstellar to win, but they gave it to Grand Budapest Hotel again. Best animated short film, Feast won. And one thing about Feast, because I actually did see this movie, or this short film, they showed it right before Big Hero 6 for those who saw that. I really wasn't too big on this one. Really, I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't think it was that great of a short film. It was kind of a. The dog just so happened to be in the middle of everything, and that's kind of the best way to describe that short film, and it just wasn't the best. It really wasn't the best animated short. I'll tell you that right now. I know for a fact, even though I didn't see all those nominations, one of those films in that category had a better film than Feast did. Live action short film, didn't see any of those, so I don't really care. But I did hear that what's her name? Sally Hawkins was in the phone call, the one that won. So she's a good actress, so I guess I can see why it won. Best sound editing, American Sniper won. Okay, that's fair. That's fair for that movie. Sound mixing, I'm kind of shocked they didn't go with Interstellar, but once again, didn't see Whiplash, so I really couldn't say more on that. One I was pretty happy with, even though I gotta admit, I really wish X-Men Days of Future Past was going to win this because that was my favorite film of 2014. Interstellar did win for Best Visual Effects. Very happy with this, but at the same time, I think Days of Future Past should have gotten it. That's just me personally. But I have no problem with Interstellar winning it. It had great visual effects. Actually, every film in that category I was pretty happy with for this year. Best Adapted Screenplay, that actually went to Imitation Game. Not really that great a choice is that for that category. I mean, Theory of Everything, I probably would have gave it to that one. Inherent Vice wasn't that good, so I wouldn't give it to that one. But Imitation Game, I didn't see it, so I really couldn't say more on the Best Adapted Screenplay. And then for Best Original Screenplay, a lot of people were hoping Nightcrawler, or for me personally, Boyhood was going to win for this one. But they ended up going with Birdman for that one. So Birdman and Grand Budapest Hotel were pretty popular this year. So that's my thoughts, you guys. Let me know down below if if you liked or disliked any of the Film Academy's choices this year. Like me, were you mad that Rosamund Pike didn't win? Were you mad that the Lego Movie wasn't even nominated? Let me know down below. Like I said, I'll quote myself from earlier in the movie, or earlier in the video. I gotta go to bed. You can tell it's late. To quote myself earlier in the video, I feel good, but I'm not completely happy. That's the best way to describe how I felt about this year's Oscars. I liked Birdman, but Boyhood should have won. So let me know down below what you guys saw in this year's Oscars, and I will see you guys here for one of my future videos.